Trying to make a substitute leads here.
Just get him on! If he get a goal in, you've got a problem.
The football industry can seem so glamorous and full of life from the outside, but at times it can take a heavy toll on players, changing their whole lifestyle. Peter Reid, the well-known former midfielder and manager, is a living example of how immensely the game impacts your life. Let's check it out. Peter Reid is a well-known former football player of the 70s and 80s and club manager. As a player, has enjoyed a lavishing football career mainly at Bolton Wanderers, Everton and Manchester City, recognised for his sharp and active midfield play. As a fact, he was also awarded with the Everton Giant accolade in 2006 for his contributions to the Everton team. But all this fame and love wasn't served to Reid on a silver spoon. In fact, his entry into the football industry and his rise to one of the top midfielders of that time is quite a story. Born on June 20th, 1956, in Huyton, Liverpool, Reid came into a family that was already struggling to make both ends meet. His father worked as a lorry driver and his mother cleaned others' houses to manage the little expenses the family could afford. And Peter wasn't spared of this hardship and financial struggle. As a boy, he would have to give up on so many things that he wanted to have but alas couldn't afford. If you are from a middle-class family, you know the feeling. But let's not forget where the kid was born, Liverpool, and an interest in football was probably the most common thing in that place. However, for Peter, football was more than just an interesting game. It was his destiny. Starting his journey from the streets of Huyton, Reid fought all sorts of challenges on his way and joined the youth team of Bolton Wanderers at the age of 16. From there, Reid quickly climbed the stairs of acknowledgement and popularity backed by his solid defending skills and sharp midfield plays. He won his first medal when Bolton won the Second Division League in 1978 and was promoted to the First Division. From Bolton, Reid was signed for the Everton team for £60,000. For the club, Reid won most of his career medals and trophies, including 84 FA Cup, the FL First Divisions Cup in 85 and 87, and the European Cup Winners' Cup in 85. Reid was so good in his game that in 1985 he was even voted for the PFA Footballer of the Year award. The Liverpool boy also enjoyed a 3-year player-manager career at Manchester City before he was sacked by the club for giving a poor start to the team during the 93 season. Reid was massively loved by football fans all around the world, but among players, not so much. During his career, both as a player and a manager, Reid has been involved in several high-intensity controversies that have surely affected his overall personality as a human being. Back in 2002, Reid was involved in a serious legal issue at a hotel in Newcastle. Allegedly, in the hotel, Reid met a supporter who criticised multiple of Reid's decisions and told him how he was bringing the Sunderland team in the wrong direction. Hearing this, Reid allegedly confronted and assaulted the fan, who then pressed charges against him. Now, the charges were soon dropped, but Reid's image as a professional deteriorated. The incident displayed the immense pressure and challenges faced by football managers and how it could affect their behaviour as well. Another incident, just a few years after the hotel incident, took place in 2008, where Reid got into trouble with a man at a bar in Manchester. Apparently, he had been involved in a brawl against some person who had then pressed charges against him, and as a result, Peter Reid was arrested. Although the charges were soon dropped and Reid was free to go, the news was widely reported by the media, putting a question to Reid's overall personality as a human. Not only this, there was an incident back in 2006 that also displays how poorly Reid was handling his life. So in 2006, Reid was driving his car in Merseyside when the traffic police caught him under the influence of alcohol. Apparently, Reid had consumed way more alcohol than was legal for driving and wasn't in good shape. As a result, he was charged with driving under the influence, aka DUI. Peter Reid often found himself in such tricky situations where he was legally challenged. However, every time, he managed to come out of the situation unharmed, maintaining a clean image even after getting involved in such critical issues. But this is not all. Apart from these, Reid also has his fair share of controversies in his personal life. One of Reid's biggest controversies occurred when he was serving his tenure at Sunderland in 1999. Reid was the manager of the Sunderland main team and even led the team to multiple victories and got them the promotion to the Premier League as well. However, as the team started doing a bit poorly and got some unexpected losses, tension between Reid and Sunderland's club board escalated. Reid came out openly in public telling everyone how he disagreed with the club's hierarchy over transfer policies and its ultimate goal. As a result, the manager was sacked by the club in 2002. This unexpected and probably unreasonable sack intensified the fans everywhere, and it became the talk of the town. During his managerial tenure, Reid was also involved in an intense feud with Sir Alex Ferguson, the legendary Manchester United manager, that created a lot of stir in the media. The feud started due to the fierce rivalry between the clubs of Manchester City, led by Reid, and Manchester United, led by Sir Alex. Both the managers often shared heated and controversial statements about each other, which obviously the fans enjoyed, but also affected their personalities as professionals. One time in 2012, Reid's name was even involved in a tax evasion scam that got too much coverage in the media at the time. In 2012, an investigation was started by the Revenue and Customs, HMRC, with the goal to exploit loopholes in the tax system and minimize tax liabilities. The whole operation included many high-profile individuals, and Reid's name in the list directly affected his personality and also highlighted ethical and legal challenges faced by wealthy individuals looking to manage their financial affairs. But anyway, Reid isn't just known for his controversies and legal issues. His contributions to the football industry is invaluable, and his accomplishments showcase his amazing skills and temperament as a player. After getting dismissed by Manchester City, Reid joined the team of Southampton upon the advice of their then-coach Ian Branfoot. When he joined, the team was already in a crisis, losing 8 of their first 9 games. Fans were asking for Branfoot's sacking constantly. However, with Reid being added in the new lineup, the Southampton team looked much better and won some crucial games that season. Eventually, Branfoot was sacked after a home loss against Norwich, and Peter was asked to handle things as the next manager of the club. But he denied. According to him, he came to the team because of Branfoot, and now that he was gone, him taking on his position would be against his ethical belief, and as a result, Reid left the Southampton team as well. The incident highlights Reid's high ethical values and respect for fellow members of the industry and tells us that he wasn't someone who only wanted high positions for himself. Instead, for him, human relation was a much crucial part. During his career as a player, Peter Reid made a total of 529 appearances on the field and scored 33 goals as well. Apart from these goals, his major contribution came in solidifying the team's lineup, strengthening its defence, and making crucial plays during the game. Reid also made a total of 19 appearances in the youth and the main team of England's national team, where he won 13 caps for his playmaking skills. His most memorable incident came in the 1986 FIFA World Cup held in Mexico, where he scored his goal of the century second goal in the quarter-final against Argentina. After investing a lot of time managing European clubs, Reid also went on to manage the Thailand national team, with the goal of increasing the love for the game in the country. Under Reid's management, Thailand even went on to clinch a 3-team round-robin tournament, including the team of North Korea and Vietnam. In the end, Peter Reid retired from his career as a player and manager and is now a pundit for BBC and Sky Sports, and also appears as a promotional speaker at corporate events. Looking back at Peter Reid's professional career and personal life, you see a mixture of memorable moments, achievements, as well as some tough challenges that came in his way of achieving greatness. From a son of a poor lorry driver and house cleaner, Reid climbed the steps of success with his firm determination and belief. Yes, he was involved in some legal troubles at moments, but his achievements, accomplishments, and his contribution to the game is invaluable. Peter Reid's story isn't just about getting trophies and collecting such a huge fan base. It's about believing in your dreams and fighting your way out in order to make it true. Most kids from a background similar to Reid cannot even dream of becoming what he became, but he did, and he made it all true. If you're intrigued by the story of Peter Reid or just love football the way Reid did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any updates. Got an incredible Peter Reid story that we missed to cover? Share it with us in the comments section. Keep watching for more interesting content from the football world. Stay tuned.